Okay, today's topic is so we are going to discuss about archiving in post.
Backup and restore.
Archiving in. Okay, so we are going to discuss what is the purpose of archiving and how we are going to enable this archive mode in Postgres. Okay, so let's say when if you remember when we were discussing about the val buffer val writer, right? Val writer is a process. What it will do? Val writer is a process which writes val data, okay, which writes this val data from where to where, from val buffer to, okay, val val writer is a process which writes val data from val buffer to the disk. Under disk it is going to write pg underscore val location. Can you go on mute please?
No, sorry, sorry.
Okay, so validator is a process which writes val data from val buffer to the val files. Val files are available under the pg underscore val location. So under pg underscore val location, val files are available. So pg underscore, what is the location of the pg underscore val? Pg underscore val is a directory which is available in the data directory of the Postgres. Okay, which is available in the data directory of the Postgres. Okay, so when I say val writer is going to write this val data from val buffer to val files, what is the retention of this val files? Okay, so the Postgres, okay, the Postgres is going to override these val files. Okay, the Postgres is going to override these val files depending upon some of the parameters. Okay, depending upon the sum of the parameters, val writer is going to rewrite. Okay, val writer is going to do what? Val writer is going to rewrite those val files. Okay, val writer is going to rewrite those val files. Okay, let's say I have set up a replication. I have an environment where I have set up a replication. What does it mean by replication? A replication contains a master slave setup. Okay, master slave setup, or we call it as a primary standby and primary database and standby database. Okay, so this, let's say this is a master database and this is a slave database. Okay, this is a slave database. Okay, the IP address of this master is 192.168.29.30. The IP address of the slave is 192.168.30.40. So how, so when I say replication, the slave is already the slave is in sync with the master. How it will be in sync with whatever the val data that has been generated. Okay, whatever the val files or val data that has been generated over the master, that can be traveled over the network. Okay, that val data will be traveled over the network and applied on the standby side. So the master and slave both are in sync. Okay, both are in sync. When I say in sync, whatever the data that is available in the master, the same data will be available in the slave as well. Whatever the data that is available in the master, the same data will be available in the slave as well. How we are achieving this? We are achieving this by transferring. Okay, by we are achieving this by transferring val data. By we are achieving this by transferring val data from master to the slave server. Okay, let's say I have a scenario where there is a network issue between, okay, there is a network issue between the master and slave. Okay, there is a network issue between the master and slave, and after 1 hour, okay, after 1 hour, the network issue has been resolved and the slave might be, okay, the slave, so when there is a 1 hour gap, so whatever the val file that has been generated in this 1 hour, this needs to be copied to the slave and it needs to be applied. It needs to be applied. Okay, the last 1 hour generated val files needs to be copied and those needs to be applied on the slave. But what happened, as I said, like, so whatever the val files that are available in the pg underscore val location, right? Whatever the val files that are available under the pg underscore val location, those might be overwritten, right? Those might be overwritten. So how to achieve, okay, how to overcome this situation? How to overcome this situation is by using a concept of, how to overcome this situation, we can overcome this situation by using a concept of archiving. Okay, by using a concept of what? Archiving. What does that mean by archiving? Archiving in Postgres is nothing but, okay, what is archiving? So what is archiving? Archiving in Postgres is nothing but Archiving is a process of copying. Okay, archiving is a process of copying val files. Archiving is a process of copying val files from pg underscore val location to one of the archiving destinations. Okay, one of the archiving destinations. So archiving is a process of copying val files from pg underscore val location to one of the archiving locations. So in this case, though val file is not available in the pg underscore val location, the slave can pick up this val file from the archiving destination. Okay, the slave can pick up this val file from the archiving destination. Okay, that is the main importance of the archiving. How to enable archiving? Okay, by default in postgres archiving is disabled. Okay, archiving is what? Disabled. By default in postgres, what happened? Archiving is disabled. How to enable? If you want to enable the archiving, we need to set up a two parameters called archive underscore mode. Okay, archive underscore mode, it needs to be set to on, and there is one more parameter called archive underscore command. If you set up these two parameters, okay, the archive we will be able to enable the archive mode in postgres. Okay, so what does it mean by archive mode tells about whether we need to enable the archive mode or not. Okay, so by default archive mode equal to off. If you made it on, okay, then the archiving will be enabled. Changing the archive mode parameter itself is not enough. Okay, changing the archive mode parameter itself is not enough to what? Changing the archive mode itself is not enough to enable the archive mode in postgres. Okay, we need to pass a value for the archive underscore command as well. So what archive underscore command tells about, right? So what archive underscore command tells is like, it tells where to copy these archive files. Okay, where to copy these archive files. So what is the syntax? The syntax for this archive underscore command is archive underscore command equal to cp percentile p. Then so cp is which command? A os level command. Okay, cp percentile p, then archive location, the location where you want to keep the archive slash percentile f. This is how you need to set this parameter. Okay, archive underscore command is cp percentile p, the archiving location slash percentile f. Now we will be cp means so we are telling the system to copy the file. Okay, percentile p, what does that mean by percentile p, right? Percentile p resolves to pg underscore val slash file name, okay, and archiving location means wherever you want to copy. Percentile f refers to only file name. So indirectly what we are telling to postgres system is, so we have enabled the archive mode, so copy all the files which are available in pg underscore val location. So val files are available in the pg underscore val location. So percentile p, okay, resolves to pg underscore val slash file name, whereas and cp copy the files which are available in the pg underscore val location to the one of the archiving destination and keep the file name as is. So that is the reason that can be represented using percentile f. Okay, keep the file name as is. So whenever the archive mode is enabled, whatever the files that are available in the pg underscore val location will be copied automatically to the one of the archiving destination. Okay, so what is the process that is responsible for copying the val files from pg underscore val location to the archive location? So archiver. Okay, archiver is a process which is responsible for copying val files from copying val files from pg underscore val to where? copying the val files from pg underscore val location to the archiving location. Okay, pg underscore val location to the archiving location. Okay, so archiver is a process which is responsible for copying the val files from pg underscore val location to the archiving location. And one more thing is, if you enable the archive log mode, okay, if you enable the archive log mode, what happens, right? So let's say this is a val buffer. Okay, this is a val buffer. Okay, so whenever you enable the archive mode, archive log mode or archive mode in Postgres, what val writer will do? Val writer writes this val data from val buffer to the val files, right? Val files. Okay, these are the val files which are available under the pg underscore val location. Okay, val files. Okay, so when you enable the Archivelog mode, val writer writes this val data from val buffer to the val files, and the file name will be file name dot ready. File name dot ready. Okay, file name dot ready. Whenever you select file, so will you be able to see this dot ready status? No, it is a hidden status. Okay, so val writer writes the val data from val buffer to the val files, and the file name will be file name dot ready. Okay, so archiver. Okay, archiver, when you enable the archive mode, what archiver will do? Archiver goes to this pg underscore val location and scans for the tables with the scans for the pg underscore val directory for the files with the name file name dot ready. When I say a file is with file name dot ready, dot ready represents this is ready to be archived. This is ready to be archived. Okay, this is ready to be archived. During this scan, if the archiver finds any files with the file name dot ready, then the archiver picks up those files. Okay, then the archiver, what it will do? Archiver picks those files and copying it to which location? Archiving location, and copies the same to archiving location. Once the copy is completed, file name dot ready. Okay, once the copy is completed, file name dot ready is renamed to file name dot done. Okay, file name dot done. Okay, file name dot done. So what happens whenever you enable the archive log mode? Once if validator writes val data from val buffer to the val files, and the file name will be file name dot ready. So archiver checks the pg underscore val directory and scans scans for the files with file name dot ready status. If it finds any files with the file name dot ready, then it picks up those files and copy those files to the archiving location. Okay, once the copy is completed, the file name dot ready is renamed to file name dot run. Okay, file name dot ready is renamed to file name dot done, which means whenever you see a file with file name dot ready, what does it mean? File name dot ready represents the file is ready to be archived. File name dot done represents file is already archived. This is how the archiving process will work in Postgres. Let's see how to enable the archive log mode. Okay, let me log into the Postgres cluster once. Let me log into the Postgres cluster once. 1 minute. Okay, now let's see how to enable this archive log mode. Okay, now let me log into the system. Okay, let me log into the Postgres user. So let's check whether the Postgres cluster is running or not. ps-eaf grep Postgres. Okay, it's not running. Let me start the cluster first. pgctl-d slash u02 post. Okay, the server has been started. Now let's check whether the archiver process is running or not. Okay, psf grep postgres. Do you see any process with the name archiving? No, because by default archive log mode is disabled. Okay, so if you want to enable, what we need to do, as I said, like we need to set two parameters. Before that, we need to create a location for copying these val files. Okay, that location we call it as what? Archiving location. Okay, that location we call it as what? Archiving location. Now what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to create a location under u02 mount point to place these val files. Okay, so mkdir hyphen p slash u02 and u02 pg archive slash archive. So this is the location. This is the location where I want to copy the archive files. Okay. So I let me do it through root. Okay. So mkdir -p slash u02 pg archive slash archive. So as I have created this with a root, let me change the ownership. chown -r postgres. What is the location? Slash u02 pg pg archive. Okay. So now let me switch back to the postgres user again. Okay. Let me go to the location what we have created. cd slash u02 pg archive. Okay. Do you see anything? No. Now what I'll do, just let me take in another tab. Let me take another tab. So now I am trying to enable the Archivelog mode. Okay, so -postgres psql show archive_mode. Show archive _command. See, nothing is there. Okay, now what I'll do, alter system set. Okay, alter system set archive_mode equal to what? Alter system set archive_mode equal to on. Archive_mode equal to on. Now one more command is alter system set archive_command equal to cp percentile p. Percentile p refers to pg_val slash file name. Percentile p refers to what? Percentile p refers to pg_val slash file name. Okay, pg_val slash file name. Okay, so whatever the files that are available in the pg_val location, those files we are going to copy it to where? Those files we are going to copy to a archiving destination. In our case, what is the archiving destination? The archiving destination in our case is slash u02. Okay, slash u02 pg archive slash percentile f. Okay, percentile f refers to you want us to keep the same name. You wanted to keep same name as the file name. Okay, show archive_command will see now. Okay. So whenever you change anything, what you need to do, you need to either reload or reboot the either you need to reload or reboot depending upon the type of the parameter. Give me a minute. Just someone is knocking the. Okay, so whenever we change any parameter, what we need to do, whenever you change any parameter, you need to either reload or restart the cluster depending upon the type of the parameter. Okay, now let's check what we need to do. Select name comma setting comma context, right? Depending upon the column context only we are going to decide whether we need to go for the reload or restart. Okay, select name comma setting comma context from pg_settings where name in what are the parameters that we are going to check? Archive_mode comma archive_command comma archive_command. Okay, now let's see. So archive_mode it is a SIGUP and archive_command it is a SIGUP and archive_mode is a postmaster. Okay, if the context of the parameter is postmaster, then what you need to do? If the context of a parameter is the context value of the parameter is postmaster, then you need to go for the restart. Okay, then you need to go for the restart. Now let me restart the postgres cluster. Okay, so if you want to enable, to the point that you need to remember, if someone asks you to enable the archivelog mode in postgres, what you need to ask, the first thing that you need to ask is we need to have a downtime. Okay, we need a downtime to what? To enable the archivelog mode. Okay, if you see archive_mode. Okay, so archive_mode, so it is on now. Show archive_command. So archive_command it is we are instructing the system to copy the file files from pg underscore val location to the u02 pg archive location, and percentile refers to keep the file name as is. Okay, now let's check ps-ef grep archive, ps-ef grep grep postgres. See, there is a archiver process. Okay, there is a archiver process which comes into picture the moment we enable the archive log mode. Okay, now let's go to the pg underscore val location and examine the things. Okay, u02, where is pg underscore val? Pg underscore val is available in data directory of the postgres cluster. Okay, pg underscore val is available in the data directory of the postgres cluster slash u02 postgres data. Now let's go cd pg underscore val. So if you see, the val files are there. Okay, now let's go to archive status. So archive status, here we will check what are all the files that are archived. Okay, now let's do a forceful archiving. What we will do, let's do a checkpoint. Okay, let's do a commit. Okay, then there is nothing. Now let me go and check what is happening here. Okay, cd ls. Okay, now what I'll do, right, I'll try to generate more traffic. How can I do? Let me log into the system. How to list the databases slash l. Now let me log into the rman database. Okay, rman database. Now what I'll do, create slash dn. Okay, now what are the tables that are available in the app schema slash dd app dot star. So T1, B1, B2, B3, DB10, T3, and test. These are the list of tables. I'll try to insert some data into B1. Insert into B1 values 1. Insert into B1 values 1. 1 minute. Sorry. Insert into what? Insert into app.b1 values 1. Likewise, what I'll do, right, I'll try to insert some more. So I have inserted some data. What I'll do, right, insert into b1 app.b1, sorry, insert into, I'm trying to insert some data, app.b1, select star from app.b1. Again, do the same thing. I'm trying to generate some val traffic. Okay, I'm trying to generate some val traffic. I'm trying to generate some val traffic. Okay. Now let's go to the location where we have this pg underscore val cd slash u02 postgres data directory pg underscore val. Let's do lsc. These are the val files that got generated. Now let's go and check, do we have any files in the archive status. See, so these are all the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, 7 8 till 7 8 these are done, which means till 8 these are already copied. Let's go and check whether these are copied to the archiving location or not. Okay, let's go and check whether these are copied to the archiving location or not. What is the archiving location? cd slash u02 pg archive. If you check here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and a lot of things are getting copied. Okay, when so 09 is ready, which means it is ready to be copied at the time. By this time it has been copied automatically. Now let's go back and check what has happened. Okay, cd, see, 1 2, you've all done. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 a b c e d e f 10 11 12 13 14 15. Okay, let me go and check whether these files got copied to the archive location or not. Okay, whether these files are copied to the archive location or not. Okay, so if you see here, see, all the files are got copied to the archiving location. This is how archiver process. Okay, archiver picks up the files with the file name dot ready and copy these files to the one of the archiving destination. This is how Archivelog mode works in the Postgres. Okay, so whenever you need any old archives, okay, the slave can take the archive files from here. The more about this, we will be how can recognize these tables and all. How can slave recognize these files in the archiving location? What is the command that is required? All those things we will be discussing it in the concept of a streaming replication. Okay, so with this we have completed the concept of archive log mode in Postgres. Okay, archive log mode in Postgres.